Hello everyone, my name is Edoggz and welcome back to this channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Masterpiece MP-25 tracks. So let me get my hands on this box. On the front of the box we have tracks on the right hand side, we have the Corvette Stingray on the left hand side, we have the badge in the middle, we have the GM license on the bottom, we have tracks shooting off to the lower portion of the box. We have the back of the box, we have a comparison between Sideswipe and Prowl. We have the flight mode from the front, flight mode from the back. We have the car mode. On this side we have accessories, we have Raoul, blaster, this flight stand, this little gun that fits in the nose of the car for the flight mode, and we have this other gun. On this side we have the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C3. That is for the box. Let's bring in the figure. This is the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C3. The C3 means that it's the third generation of this vehicle. It went in production in August 1967 until October 1982. It's a sports car, two-door coupe, mid-size engine. Depending on what transmission you have, it does a 0 through 60 in 5.9 seconds or 0 to 100 in 5.7 seconds. It has a top speed of 134 miles an hour. So there is the other side. We have the silver rims. It's picked out in like a navy blue color with like these little silver specks in it. We have the rear of the car. We have the other side. And to give you a close look, we have the badge here. It's picked out in silver. We have another badge on the back. I do believe this badge is supposed to be back here in between these two lights. License plate is not there, but you could probably put something there. And we have the fire picked out in orange and yellow. And that's about it. We have the underneath. And the first thing we're going to do is go into flight mode. So the first thing I'm going to do before I forget, I'm going to plug this little gadget in. And to give you a comparison, this is what it looks like with the Porsche, Corvette, modified Lamborghini Countach, and a Lady Z car. And that's Raoul all the way in the back. It rolls okay. It's okay. So the first thing we're gonna do before I forget, we're gonna plug this in here, and it just plugs underneath. It uses these two teeth. If it will focus, there are these two teeth right there, and it plugs underneath here. So you have that kind of look. So for the rest of the vehicle, you want to place your thumb on the door, place your forefinger here, and you just want to split the back from the rest of the car. You want to unlock these wings, and it comes apart like that. Get these wings out of the way. Next, we want to unfold the forearm and the shoulder. So you just swing them out like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Swing it out like so. While we're here, we need to pull these two pins outwards. And you just want to grab the base and you want to pull across. Same thing on the other side. One side is always tougher than the other. There we go. All right. Next, we want to fold down. Let's see if I can get it in light. We want to fold down at this angle, like so. You want to fold up at the base of the wheel, like that. So now we're going to flip up the arm. It's ratcheted at the elbow slash bicep, lower bicep. Bring it up. And it's going to fold over this blue section right here. Like that. Like that. Then you turn it around so the paint is facing you, and you do it on the same side. So you wanna fold down like so, and you wanna bring it at an angle on this side. So it should like that. And then you wanna bring up like so. Next, you want to bring the forearm up on the ratchet, turn, and you want to fold this this blue piece away, like so. Turn at the bicep, so you have the paint facing you. So all we have to do is plug this piece. See if I can get it in. There's a piece right here. Plug that piece into the side of the vehicle. Like so. Do the same thing on the other side. Like that. Next, you want to swing these wings outwards. Like that. Just bring them around. Do the same thing on the other side, swing it around, turn. So it should be like this. And you want to just re-plug that back in. It's on an armature right here. It's a double jointed armature, I would say. And this plugs back in. You just have to reinsert. Like that. Squeeze it together. Other one side is okay. And you just move these wings like so. They don't clip into the tire or the back of the shoulder. And I always seem to forget something. Let's go back real quick. We need to get this piece out, these two rocket tracks out. So you focus on the license plate and you just want to fold it in. And then you reinsert. And that is it. And all you have to do is fold these down, fold these down. You can angle these any way you want, these wings. For these missiles, you can put these any way you want. There's no really good way of putting them. But you can angle them like that. Do the same thing on that side. You angle them like that. And you can have them like this, or you can have them any other way you choose. And let's get our stand. Oh, and again, I keep forgetting to do this. These tail fins, they gotta come up. There we go. There we go. That's what it's supposed to be. Just arrange that. Let's plug that back in. And just plug this into here. Just be careful, don't go all ham about it. And it plugs into this piece right here on the bottom. And the last time I did this, I almost broke it. So you know how I feel. You just wanna just apply some force and turn. Fix these missiles in. So you can have it down like this. You can have it even out. Or you can bring it up. Give you another perspective on how that looks. You can point it straight up if you want. Or you have it like that. Now there's no rotation. They'll make it go to the side, to the left, or the side to the right. Doesn't have that. I think Gundam stands are the only ones that actually have that function. But that's what it is. That's from the top. That is what it is from the side, from the bottom, and the other side. So let's get into the robot mode. So what we have to do is we have to unlock these arms from the side of the vehicle. We're going to unpeg this back piece again, like so. Let's start with the hands. So you want to flip this piece out, and you want to turn it. And you want to turn it in a way that it matches, this piece matches this hole here. So it should be like that, and you fold it in. It's going to fill that hole in. And the hand should be oriented towards you. Do the same thing on the side. Let this open, right? Turn it again, and you flip that inside, like so. So you should have that done. The backpack, let's start with the backpack. So you just bring it back. You want to extend it. You can see the double hinge here. This one, that gray piece and that blue piece. And you just want to simply turn it around. I'm going to bring these rockets out. Like so. And we'll come back to these. Come back to that. Next, we want to focus on the arms. So we want to bring out the arm like that. You want to fix this wheel so it's straight. You want to bring it up like on, let's see, Wheeljack. Wheeljack's wings used to do the same thing on the older toys. Bring it up like that. Do the same thing on the side. Just bring it up. Bring this armature up. Fix that wheel. You bring that up like that. Next, we want to focus on the hardtop and the windshield. Bring it up like that. The gun is going to come out. We'll fix that on it when we get to it. You want to focus on this tab. There's a tab here. Yep, there's a tab there. And just flip that up. And it clips over that piece. Now while we're here, you want to flip this piece over, revealing his Autobot symbol. and you want to fold it back, and it should peg into place. Right, so that shouldn't be going anywhere. All right, so now we're going to focus on the side piece. So the doors flip open like so. They just peg in. They peg onto this little peg that's underneath here. Right there, there's a peg there. And you just swing it up. You want to get your nail or a spudger in here. You need to separate the door into halves. And it's going to bring the door open. Now there's a little tab here. And then there's a little tab there. You just peg in. Like I said, do the same thing on the side. Separate the door. Like that. And you just bring it in the back. Pegs in that little rectangle right there. And you squeeze that in there and you're good to go. Next to backpack, there's a thing, there's a slot here. And this backpack slides into that. So you have to hold one side. To get the other side. There you go. We'll fix that up later. Bring your arms down. Bring your arms down. Let's focus on the legs. We're going to turn this all the way around at the waist. You want to push the hood up from the back, and the engines are picked out in silver if I didn't mention it, and you want to split apart like so. Bring the hood, bring it down, same thing on the other side. Bring this hood, bring it down. Take the side panel, front side panel, and you want to bring it outwards. And it should do this. And you want to bring this foot down. We'll get back to that. On side leg, you want to rotate this gray piece. You want to flip it around. Bring it in, turn it around. Like that. But before we do, we need to grab this piece right here. You want to just turn this up before we do anything else. And then we bring this around. And that's almost one leg done. Bring this in, you collapse the side panel onto the leg. Sometimes there's a noise, sometimes there isn't. You bring the foot up, and it's going to peg into place. Now there's an option with the foot. We'll come back to that. Do the same thing on the other side. You want to take the side panel, unlock it from the leg, turn it around, take this foot, and just leave it there. Next, get this panel, you turn it this way, and you want to fold it inside, turn it almost around, but we need to focus on this piece right here. This piece right here. So you just turn this up like so. Turn this all the way around like that. Bring this up and you collapse back into place. Take the foot and bring it forward. Sometimes there's a click, sometimes there's not. Yep, there's a clip. Let me see. There's a clip. And I think that does it for the legs. So all we have to do is manage the wings. So we take the wings and you can put them any angle that you want. There's not enough room back there. And you just want to simply push forward just a tiny bit. I think we're almost done. Next, you're going to focus on these little rockets on the side. So you bring it up like so. Bring it all the way down on the other side. Do the same thing on this side. Bring it all the way down. Like that. And that is it. Now, for the variation of the feet, you don't have to plug them in. You can unplug them and push them back so that it closes in that gap, which is an option. Do the same thing. He's weird looking. Yeah, he's a little bit weird. He's a little weird. He's the weird one out of the bunch. Now, this figure needs an update. And let me tell you why it needs an update. One, in the Corvette mode, the hood pops up the wrong way. It needs to pop up the opposite way. Two, the backpack. And I want to just bring in something real quick before we go into articulation. So we have run amok and runabout. Their transformation allows the backpack to separate into two places. So there's an armature connecting to this window, and the window pops back over the armature. And then there's another piece there that allows it to pack collapse a little further down onto the head. You can kind of see what I'm trying to get at. You see how close the back of the car is to his head? That's how close this is supposed to be. This is too far up. So the new transformation is here. It's built into this. It's just that we have to apply it to a new one. Okay, maybe they want to throw in a new transformation. That's cool too. So let's get into articulation. Because of the wings, it's going to bump into it. So you get about that far for the wings, and all the way back that far. There's a butterfly. As you bring towards the chest, inwards. We have elbow joint. I want to say it's somewhere between less than 90. There's 360 degrees for the waist. Doesn't matter which direction you go in. There's 360 degrees on the hands. The head is on a ball joint connected to a table, so you can look this way. You can look that way. You can look up. You can look down by bringing the table up. You can look down. Legs go about that far. That's the farthest it's going to go. You bring the knee down like that. There is a swivel, I believe. This is a thigh swivel. And the range of motion is all the way out there if you want to do a side kick. This is feet articulation. If you had it extended, you can wiggle them inside and out. And I think that's about it. Let's bring in this gun. So this is his black beam cannon. Not sure why they call it that, but it is. And he just plugs into his hands. And there's a slot in his hands. You can barely make it out. My phone, my camera's not picking it up. Yeah, there we go. Just plug that in. Like that. I don't know how that happened. Anyway. So let's get in some comparisons. So we have wheel jack. And he does have ratchets and knees. Forgot to mention. And then we have Inferno. Just to give you a scale on what they look like. But if you want, let's bring back the other two guys. We have Run 'em Up. Roundabout. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like, leave some comments, give me some suggestions, and I'll see you in the next video. That's Raul.